Hi everyone, today I would like to review and apply prefixes in writing the essay task 2 on IELTS exams. So the topic itself is the members of the school board in your town are thinking of making school days shorter by making the school year longer. So days are shorter and the school year should be longer. Instead of going to school from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. September through mid-June, you would go from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon all year round. The school board has agreed to listen to the students' opinions on the matter. So basically, here is our topic. That's the end of your topic. And what do you need to do? First of all, in your introduction, you have to restate the topic. You need to restate the topic, means to say the topic again, all over again, write it down, but you have to paraphrase it. So after paraphrasing, we get the school board has recently proposed a school year schedule change. That's the first sentence, which ends actually here. And they explain details. Instead of going 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. September to mid-June, and from 8:30 to 12 noon, that's a new schedule, new timetable all year round. The weekdays have been shortened from 6 hours to only 3 hours per day, but students will have to attend school all year round. So basically, we have paraphrased the second and third the second sentence. The school board has agreed to listen to the students' opinion on the matter. So your class is against it, right? And you are supposed to talk on behalf of students, on behalf of the students. They have elected you to be their spokesperson. Write a paragraph or more telling the school board why the school year should not be changed. Use at least 8 of the words below or 8 of your own that have prefixes. So that's another challenge that I have decided to edit, since in my previous videos I've talked a lot about prefixes. So I am adding the challenge to the essay. Now we're supposed to state the problem. That will be our main problem in thesis, where we will have to include everything what we're planning to discuss or agree or disagree or provide an opinion or whatever solution you're offering. So whatever you're going to have in your essay should be verified, clarified, and explained in your statement, main statement, and thesis. This is actually the main statement. As a student with my classmates here I'm reading, we would like to disagree and decline the part-time enrollment and keep the full-time study with a 2-month summer break. So basically here we are expressing our opinion and we are paraphrasing. So here we strongly disagree, and we're super clear about that. We use 2 verbs to disagree. So we say disagree itself, and we also use the word decline. The thesis is that what you will discuss or explain in your body paragraph. So I have this problem typed in red, and I explain now the problem, which consists of 2 parts, as I'm supposed to have 2 paragraphs. Based on our research, analysis, and predictions, we strongly recommend reconsidering the school board intentions to change the school year due to ineffective time management and unfair summer break shortage. So ineffective time management, that's the first body paragraph, and that's the topic of that paragraph. Unfair summer break shortage, that's another paragraph, and that's another topic for the second paragraph. So basically, ineffective time management should be included in the main topic sentence or statement that will come first in the first body paragraph. And number 2, unfair summer break shortage, that's what you will have in your second paragraph topic sentence or statement, main statement, that will appear number 1 in the second body paragraph. Now it's time to talk about paragraph 1 and the paragraph 2. So in a paragraph 1, I have to start it with a sort of expression that will state my first point of view and second point of view and the third point of view if I have any of those. So here I'm super lucky because I have the first of all, that's how I open up my paragraph, and I will explain everything in here, and then in the end I will have the word just does to conclude my paragraph, so it's not going to be too long. First of all, students will still have to wake up early and go to school every single morning. Then they will have only 3 classes and go back home. If the students are under 12 years old, they should not be encouraged to go home by themselves. It means that parents will have to switch from a full-time job to a part-time position. If it is a single parent who is bringing up kids alone, it will put the family in an extremely harsh financial situation. Thus, a lot of time will be just wasted. So here I'll have to add a little bit, just bring up. Yeah, I skipped the word bring up, and that's why it's giving me like a mistake. Bringing up kids alone, it will put the family in an extremely harsh financial situation. And the last sentence to summarize, thus, a lot of time will be just wasted. So let's move on to paragraph 2. Another important problem that will arise. So I say first of all here, and another just important problem that will arise, and we definitely foresee it, is an overwhelming environment for students because they will have to study non-stop. It is a very irresponsible and a super unfair strategy to force children to continue their education all year round. They will definitely be exhausted and the growing success will fall to a baseboard level. Children's psychology is not mature enough to overcome such a stress that teachers will put on them. So basically here I have used an interesting expression. Their growing success will fall to a baseboard level. That's very important. So teachers, examiners, while they're reading your essay, they are definitely looking into the level of English you're using, and you are supposed to use at least one idiom or an interesting metaphor or comparison in your writing style, in your writing paragraphs. If you do not have such a comparison, or you do not have metaphors, or you do not use any idioms, formal idioms like for the business letter or whatever, it's not an informal language like street language. So if you have at least one of those expressions in your writing, that will definitely add points to your band. So if you're targeting 7 and plus, 8 and plus, you are supposed to use as many interesting expressions to make your language colorful and your writing more explanatory, and your writing will be more interesting for the reader to read it through and follow your idea. So here we go. Our paragraphs are done, and the last thing to discuss is going to be the conclusion. Let's talk about the conclusion now. The conclusion has the main problem actually in any kind of essay. What's the problem? The problem is that when students restate or paraphrase the topic or the thesis, they accidentally create a new problem in their paraphrased conclusion paragraph. So be very careful about it, and let's see how I have decided to conclude my essay. In conclusion, as I talk and express the opinion on behalf of all students, I would like to ask the board to decline the intention of the school year schedule change and keep the previous education model due to the time management and the possible mental health issues among students. So pretty easy, pretty simple. It's a complex sentence where I try to follow all the punctuation, all the syntax, and a complex sentence is also very important for your essay if you're targeting band 7 plus or 8 plus on your writing. So complex sentences, that's one essential thing. Metaphors, comparisons, and colorful language to make your essay interesting for reading. That's the second point that you need to look at very carefully and think about it. And also, do not forget to proofread your essay after you finish up writing. Just leave 1 or 2 minutes to proofread it.